Hey there, Gemini. Welcome back. I thought I'd jump up here and go ahead and give you a reading real quick, let you know what's going on around you. Because knowledge is power, isn't it? It is. Oh, goodness, Gemini, I am hearing that you got somebody around you that is wanting to push you. This person wants to challenge you because this person feels threatened by you. And why do they feel threatened by you? Well, first of all, it's your personality. It's the way that you are a deep thinker and this person knows it, they see it. And now other people have been telling this person things. Telling this person things, making them feel inferior, making them feel like you could take their place or you could take something from them. You know how people are. You know how people are. People are always trying to cause problems and drama. Unfortunately, this person doesn't see that. This person truly believes this is their friends. Their friends are telling them because, that they're friends. They wouldn't want anything bad to happen. They want what's good for this person. That's what this person believes. But really, what these people want is drama. There's something behind this. It's them. One of them feels this way. So they have been whispering in this person's ear to make them feel this way, to make them feel like you're a challenge or you're going to take their place or they're competing with you for something. It's not really this person, but it's becoming this person. This is why we got to be careful with who our friends are. Because who our friends are, if they are low vibrational, it will pull you down. And that's exactly what's going on with this person because this person is not paying attention to what they should be paying attention to. Right now, I'm hearing this person is paying attention to you. Why? Because they're hanging out with these people, these low vibrational people who want to see some drama. They're bored. They need some excitement. But they don't want to be part of the excitement. They just want to be on the outside watching the excitement. You see? That's why people got to pay attention. They got to be careful with who they hang out with. Because when you hang out with, low vibrational people, that problems, the chaos that these people thrive into, they will end up at your door, right? We know that. But this person doesn't know that. You see? That's why they're falling for this. So this person wants to say things to you. They might have already started saying things to you to see your reaction, to see what you're going to say, to pull something out of you. They want some kind of information, They want to see what you're thinking. So they want to challenge you. They want to say things. They want to, spark some kind of, it's coming out like passion, but it's more of a reaction. Like they want a passionate reaction from you, one that's full of emotion because they want to know what you're made of. They want to know where you're coming from, where your mind is thinking, how you're thinking. They want you to spit it out. Okay? They want to know, are you trying to take their position? Are you trying to take somebody from them? Or are you trying to take a job from them? It could be anything, guys. Okay? It could be anything. It could be a person. It could be a job. It could be a position. It could be, it could be a lot of things. Okay? But it's definitely something that this person feels like you could take from them because you're smart enough. That's how this person is seeing it. You're smart enough. You're a deep thinker, and they know it. So that's why this person's acting the way that they're acting. So if you have somebody around you who has been acting very strange and saying things very strange, like trying to verbally punch you in the gut kind of thing, you know what I'm talking about, or slap you around, give you a good tongue lashing, more like that. Okay, I'm not saying like this person's gonna call you names or cuss you out or anything, but no, they're definitely gonna try to pull something out of you, like I'm seeing maybe you're a cashier, right? And you're working the machine, and this person comes along, and you're in the middle of doing something, and they just come and interrupt you and start doing something right there, right? And you're like, "Hello, I'm standing right here," that kind of thing, right? Something like this, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, something like that. Okay, because they want to get a reaction out of you. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but something similar to it, right? Because this person's trying to figure you out. They're trying to know what you're about. There is a part of them that is questioning what these other people are telling them, because they know that their friends what they're made of. Okay, they kind of have an idea. They've seen things, so there is a part of them that's like questioning things, because apparently these other people have been talking, and they've been saying things like, "Oh, I saw Gemini do this, and I saw Gemini make a face when you said that, and when you walked away, you should have seen the way that, Gemini made a face, or Gemini said this when you walked out." You know how people are, right? You know how people do things, right? And they're telling this person these things, right? So this person, they kind of know. I'm gonna tell you, they know. They know what these people are. They have an idea, but they still call them friends. Maybe they grew up together. Okay, you might have known this. This might be confirmation for you. Like, these people grew up together. They went to school together. They could be neighbors. There's a connection there. Okay, so if this is a work environment, there's definitely a connection there. Or if this is a neighbor, then these are neighbors that have known each other for years. That's why they are connected. Okay, it's not like, in other words, they were put together through some kind of outside force. It's not like they became friends because they liked each other. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know how you meet somebody, you really like them, you become friends, and the next thing you know, y'all are like best friends, right? That kind of thing. No, 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 no. This is from circumstances. Okay, this person is friends with those people through circumstances, something like that. Okay, so people are talking. These little troublemakers are talking. Okay, and they're lying. They're exaggerating. They're doing everything that they can to get a reaction out of this person because they're bored. These are people who are bored. Maybe they don't have a job. Maybe nothing's going on in their life. Or maybe they just, maybe they do have things going on in their life, but they just want live drama. You know, Nothing is more exciting than real life, right? They say real life is more interesting than the dramas we see on TV, right? And what shows are always the most interesting? It's always the ones that are true stories, right? So that's why we watch them, because they're the most interesting, because they are based on true stories, right? That's what these people want. They want a show, they want entertainment, but they don't want to have to pay for it. This is their way of getting it. They want to use you to get their own entertainment. How low vibrational are these people? You know what I'm saying? Like, how bad can these people be? Like, seriously, to cause problems. But I'm going to tell you something. If at least one of them, if not all of them, are jealous of you. There's a jealousy there. This is why it's so easy for them to do it. Because they are jealous of you. You see? There's something about you that makes them feel inferior, that makes them feel less than. They feel competitive towards you. See, but if they attacked you, then everybody else around would know that they're attacking you because they're jealous. You see? It reminds me of there was a beautiful girl. I believe she was in West Texas. She got jumped by like 3 different people, and it was on all over YouTube. I don't remember the exact details of it all, but she got jumped. One of her friends set her up, told her to come over here, meet me over here, give me my stuff. Apparently they had like a spat between the two of them, and she met them at the park. She was going to give them their stuff, and the next thing she knows, she was getting jumped by 3 girls. And everybody online was saying, oh yeah, they're jealous of her because she was beautiful. I don't know what else she had going on for her, but just based on the looks alone, everybody knows. Everybody online was like, oh yeah, they are jealous of her. Heck yeah. And it wasn't just one person. It was almost every comment, because I read the comments. Almost every comment said it. You see? Now, this group of people, those are teenagers. They didn't realize that people are going to see right through them. You see what I'm saying? And that situation, they're teenagers. They don't know. They don't see that people are going to see right through them, why they did what they did. They're young. This is a group of older people, okay? These little, whatever you want to call them, this is a mature group. They already know they can't start nothing with you, because if they do, everybody's going to be talking and everybody's going to be saying, oh, look at so and so. They said they're doing this and that to Gemini because, they're jealous, right? They're jealous. And they know it. They could already hear it. You know what I mean? This is a mature group. They know what they're doing. This is why they're sicking this person on you. Okay? That person that they're sicking on you could be somebody who is the opposite sex of you. Could be. Or it could be somebody who's homosexual or something like that. Okay? There's something there that they know, or maybe they don't even care if people say, oh, that person's just jealous of them. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't care, right? But that's not the vibe I'm getting. The more of the vibe that I'm actually getting is that nobody would even think that jealousy is a part of this, okay? That's the vibe I'm getting from this. So, Gemini, this is the thing. You gotta watch yourself, okay? Because I'm hearing you are doing things differently. You're taking care of yourself. You're looking good. Maybe you've been getting some sun. Maybe you've been getting some exercise. Maybe you've been getting the blood pumping, because when you get that blood pumping, it gives you a natural glow, right? You all know what I'm talking about. Maybe you've been eating more vitamin C. I'm getting somebody putting a lot of lemon in something, so maybe you put a lot of lemon in your drinks or something, and all that extra vitamin C is showing. But you're doing something. I know you're doing something different, because these people are seeing people, and there's specifically one person that they have seen talk to you. Okay, they have seen somebody talking to you. It could be a younger person, it could be another air sign, or it could be a water sign. But they have seen this person talking to you, and they have seen the way that they've been talking to you, and they have been seeing this person talk to you like in a very loving way. Hey there, Gemini. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I pushed a button. I turned it off. I'm going to have to fix the screen. Okay. What I was saying is that they saw you talking to somebody. Could be somebody younger. Could be an air sign. Could be a water sign. But they saw the interaction between you and this other person. And they felt like it was a very loving type of, like, it was a loving nature between you and this other person, and they don't like it. Okay? They don't like it. They saw the two of you talking, and there was like, I'm getting like there was some kind of endearment. Like that person said something that was some kind of endearment. Okay? It could be like, okay, mamas, okay, something like that. Or okay, papi, or it could be like, I don't know what else it could be, guys, honestly, but it was like some kind of endearment that was said. I'm sorry, I keep touching that. um, some kind of endearment. There was something there, and they didn't like the vibe of it. They heard it, they overheard it, and that's why they don't like it. You know, they don't want to see you getting close to somebody else. Okay, or they don't want to see you like having it all. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. You could be single, and that's why. But even if you're not single, even if you're married, it's just the fact that somebody is giving you some kind of attention, okay? That's really like getting these people routed up, you know? Kind of reminds me when I used to be a waitress, and I got along with everybody. But there was this one specific girl who started working there. I was working there as a part-time job, so it wasn't my full-time job, but it was a part-time job. And I had a group come in one night. I'm gonna tell you really quickly. I had a group that came in one night. They gave me a good tip. It didn't matter that all my other tips was just like dollar or two, right? But that night, I had a group about, I don't know, I don't remember. I think it was like 8 to 10 people, something like that. And they ended up giving me $100. They were there for like 4 hours almost. but but yeah, they ended up giving me like $100. And oh my goodness, this other waitress, she never talked to me before. Oh my goodness. After that, everybody started coming in telling me, oh, she's saying this, she's saying that. Everybody told me like, well, we already know you. We've already worked with you long enough. We know you. That's why we're telling you, that she's saying that you said this and you said that and you were like, and you know what? And it reminds me of your situation. It really does. It really does. It reminds me of your situation. I was just lucky enough that I had been there long enough that my coworkers already knew my personality. They've worked with me. See, she didn't know that. She and I hadn't worked together. I had been there for months, and she and I never worked on the same shift. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. Suddenly, she was working the same shifts with me. Apparently, she had been there for a while too. So, guess what? People knew her too, right? So this is why I'm telling you, these people know these people, okay? They've been around them. The people that are around you, they know them, they know you. This is a group of older people and they know they're not going to get away with it. Everybody started telling me that she was real jealous of me, okay? I'm telling you, don't be surprised. You're going to have people coming and telling you the more that this group gets relaxed and keeps talking and saying the stuff that they're saying, the more and more it's going to start showing. And guess what? Gemini, I guarantee you, somebody's going to come and tap you on the shoulder and say, "Hey, can I talk to you really quickly? Hey, be careful with this person." They're going to pull you aside. They're going to be like, "Hey, don't say nothing, but you know what? I think so and so is really jealous of you because I heard her telling, or I heard him telling so and so this and that." And I'm thinking, and they're going to tell you. And I'm thinking, why are they saying that when it's not true? Somebody's going to come and tell you. Somebody's going to come and talk to you. And that's going to be your confirmation. Be careful. You got somebody, or at least 3 people that I could see. For some reason, and and the reason why I'm saying for some reason is because it's more than jealousy. Okay? It is. It really is more than jealousy. There's other things going on here. So maybe you are a waitress like me, and all of a sudden you got a good tip. You see? It's more than one thing, okay? But this group is definitely going to cause problems, but they're not going to do it themselves. I'm letting you know because you're going to know. You need to know where the root of the problem is, okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. You got to know where the root of the problem is. So, one of them could be a light haired person. Maybe they dye their hair a light color. Maybe they have gray hair. Okay. They might possibly, I'm thinking, might have like shoulder length hair or not too long. Okay. They're not going to have it too long. Maybe at the most, I would say like the middle of their back if it's a female. If it's a male, this is a male that has long hair. Okay. Has like white hair, blonde hair, or it could be like a dyed cherry blonde kind of color hair, okay? It could be dyed. The other one, I am seeing them having like brown wavy hair, brown eyes, olive skin tone, okay? And the other one, let's see. The other one is actually younger than the other 2. So, I'm seeing this person could be like, well, I'm seeing them being a shorter person. So it's a shorter, younger person than the other 2. And possibly even has like brown hair, okay? I would say brown hair, could have red hair. Yeah. They could have black hair. If they have black hair, and okay, so if they have black hair, more likely they dye their hair. So it's making me think that, they want to look younger. Okay, that's the impression I'm getting from this. Like they want to look younger. So they might not necessarily be younger than you or younger than these other 2. It could be because they're shorter and they dye their hair so it makes them look younger. Okay? So they could be having like gray hair, or they could have like hair extensions. I don't know what it's called, the thing that the men wear on their heads. I don't know what it's called. Like when men are balding, they put it's not a wig, but it's like a wig and it goes on top of the men's head. Something like that, okay? And it's black, okay? It could be black or dark brown, okay? but their natural hair color is actually another color. Okay, so maybe they dye their hair because it makes them look younger, or they have that thing on their head that makes them look younger. Okay. One of these people could have, I'm seeing Oriental, so they could have some kind of Oriental in them. I think it's the shorter one. Okay, so one of them could have Oriental in them. It could be Asian, any kind of Asian guys. Okay, so let's see what else. Now, I'm also hearing that these people have definitely misjudged you. Yeah. See, they think that they're gonna make you cry. Okay, I don't know why, but that's what I'm picking up on. Like they want to see you cry, or they want to see you like learn a lesson here. That's what I'm picking up on. Like they want you to really think about what you're doing or where you're at, or like reconsider something, because that's the vibe I'm getting from it. Like, they want you to reconsider where you're working or where you're living, or however a way this interaction is between you and them. They want you to like really think deeply, contemplate, regret. They want you to cry or be upset. Okay? Because that's what I'm seeing here. Like they want something like that. They want you to have a loss. But what I'm hearing is that they have made a mistake. Because I'm hearing that with the Two of Coins energy, they're making a mistake. Because I'm hearing that you are like balancing something out here. There's a rhythm. Like you have a rhythm. That's what I'm picking up on. They're making a mistake because you have a rhythm. I don't understand what that means. I really don't. But that's what I'm seeing. Like you have a rhythm to something. You balance things out. You have a knack. So this is why I'm thinking you're a waitress, because I'm seeing like somebody holding things in their hand. But you don't have to be, okay? I just feel like that just might be for confirmation for somebody here, okay? But I see you balancing something, and this seems to be something that's a huge mistake for them. Like you're handling things, you're handling something, you know? And that's their downfall. You know what I mean, Gemini? That's their downfall, because they're not paying attention. They're not looking with their eyes, they're looking with their emotions, and they're acting out through their emotions. You see, this is why they're making a mistake. This is going to turn around and bite them in the butt. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is going to turn around and it's going to bite them in the butt, because these people are not thinking clearly. They've already messed up. They're already making a mistake. Yeah, they're getting that person angry over there. And that person's now like pulling out all their little tricks, trying to like push something and get something going so they could figure things out. And they're playing dirty. They're not taking care of anything that they should be taking care of. You know? But they're messing up. They're messing up, I'm telling you. They think they're being smart, but they're not. Somebody's going to tap you on the shoulder real soon. Let me go ahead and give you an angel number. I'm going to put the phone down real quick because I've been holding the phone. But, oh yeah, these people are messing up. Spirit, give us 2 angel numbers here for Gemini for some clarity. Guys, don't forget to click that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment, because commenting really helps the channel, guys. Also, if you'd like to donate, that information will be in the description area. And also, I'm just curious, is there anybody here that has left the United States, left Canada, left, Europe, anything like that, living in another country, a cheaper country? If so, where are you from? And where did you go? And how do you like it? That's my question. If you're in another country that is more stable, I want to say, than the European countries, let me know how you like your country and where you're from. Okay. You got I am wealthy. That is awesome. Okay. The first card we have is 55. It says here, substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change, a need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. I am evolving. This has been coming out a lot for you lately, I've noticed. We got 88. It says you are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement. Sorry, I have hiccups, guys. All of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. I am wealthy. And this has been coming out too quite a bit, guys. So do put that in the comment section. I am wealthy and I am evolving because you are changing. You are changing. Every time we go through these kind of experiences where people just start acting weird with us and acting out, it does change us, because it changes the way we feel about that location, that person, or other people also. It really does. But it looks like this is something with from what I could see, with number 55 and 88. The fact that it's two double numbers is very interesting to me. I just feel like it's that's like a clue. Something about double numbers. So you could be 33, 44, or somebody is, but I feel like it's you, and I feel like this might be confirmation for one of you. Okay? Like maybe you're 22, maybe you're 44, maybe you're 55 or 66, whatever it is, right? Or maybe you were born. Okay? Maybe you were born in a double digit number, okay? Like you were born in 88 or 99, something like that. Okay? 77, something like that. Okay, guys. Thank you for being here. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading. This is what's going on. Spirit wants you to be careful, watch your back, and you're going to have to get close to somebody. If you plan to stay in this environment, you will need to get close to at least somebody around there, you know, so you'll have somebody watching your back, because jealous people can be dangerous people and they become very reckless. I'm just going to say it, and it's the truth, especially with things that are going on right now. Okay? Anyways, Gemini, thank you for being here. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye, guys. Okay, guys.